What's up, guys? I wanted to make a beginner guide on expanding the 1x2x3 to a 2x2x3 in methods like Petrus and APB. So that would involve solving this edge here and this edge here. They're the two cross edges if you're coming from CFOP, or the two EO line edges coming from ZZ. And the easiest way I've found to conceptualize this step is to classify the edges into one of four types. So the most obvious type would be one like this, where it's already solved, but we could also call it a good edge if it's, say, a U2 away from being solved. This visually just looks like a good edge from ZZ or any other EO method. Even if it's 2 double turns away from being solved, it still visually looks like a good edge. So you can always use double turns to put that in. There's some cases where that might not be the most efficient way, but that's always a solid option. The next type is when we have white on the side. I like to call this a side edge. These ones are also super easy. You just have to, my camera. These are super easy. You just have to align the two centers and then turn it into place. The last one is, this is another side edge. So let's turn it into a different type. So this we can call a front edge because it's on the front, or like this ring around here. And the way you solve the front edge is you put it in top, and then you match white center to white center, and then you turn it into place. You have to be a little careful with front edges because if the other one is already solved, let's solve this one. So we have now a solved edge and a front edge, and if we just naively put it up here, then it's going to knock the existing one out. So what you want to do is you want to put the existing one out of the way first, then put your front edge in, and then fix the rest. Now the last case is what would look like a bad edge in ZZ. Like this one is misoriented. So the easiest way is to turn it into either a front edge or a side edge. So here it's super easy to just turn it into a side edge and then align red and then put the edge in. But you could also, if it's say in the back, you can turn it into a front edge. But in this case, that's kind of inconvenient. We could put it into like a front edge on this side, now put it out of the way and insert. But definitely the side edge case would be better there. Of course, there's a lot more advanced stuff, like there's different options for how to solve each one, and you can look at how that affects the next step or try and doing it at the same time. But I would recommend just like starting with these basic concepts and then experimenting around and seeing what you can find that's more efficient. Hopefully that's helpful. Thanks.